Aries, hi. It's been so long. I know. I've been battling cancer for the third time, and I just had a clear scan after about 6, 7 months of chemo, I guess. I know I'm just going to go on like no big deal, but this isn't about me. I just wanted to let you know what's been going on a little bit. Um, but Aries, this dreamy and magical like place I went when I was meditating. It was just amazing. So I was like, yeah, this is total Aries. Like just everything I was seeing. So I wrote some stuff down and I'll do a reading for you and I'll point the camera down so we can get a better look at the cards like I always do. I always say I'm not going to do that. It's so funny, but it's like I have to. It's so, anyway. But the cards that fell out, I posted to my Instagram, Hazel's House 8, if you want to check those out. And I'll go into them more a little bit as I'm shuffling so we can kind of work off what came out. But it's a very, dreams coming true with this Pisces full moon on Friday the 13th. Jupiter expanding in Sagittarius, mixing Neptune at home with Pisces, being able to take a look at our daily routine with all this Virgo who rules the sixth house and opposite Pisces, where this full moon is, along with Neptune. But Saturn on that south node, it's very karmic. However, I feel for Aries, it's a good karma. Like it's something good. Karma's coming back around. At least that's what I felt during the meditation. Open those doors that you've been pacing back in front of, because that's what I saw. It was like an all red hallway and white doors, and you're just pacing back and forth. And I think now's that you know which ones to open is what I felt. So, and remember Pluto with all this Capricorn, especially being in the south node, it's all about transformation. And Pluto is a scary planet. So, it's a lot to do with Scorpios. Scorpios can be scary. So, I want to be like, yeah, that's me. But this North Node in Cancer is what is important to you. It's like everything you've buried that, you thought, basically it's like, I thought I had it all out, but I didn't. There's some other things that came up. But I think you've trained yourself well. So Mercury and Venus is going to be moving out of Virgo, where all this stuff is happening opposite, into Libra. So just be open to receive and allow. And then I kept hearing a Leo, so you could be dealing with a Leo, or it could just be very prominent in your chart. Let's see here. So Leo kept coming up, but the Empress, the Five of Cups came out while I was shuffling, which is what I posted to Instagram. And then the Temperance was on the bottom of the deck. There's a fly. Sorry. Pisces full moon can be very foggy. They are the ruler of the 12th house. So, you gotta be kidding me, fly. Not now. But if you look at the Empress in the regular deck, the Rider-Waite deck, I'm going to use the Deviant Moon, it's, the crown is so, it's just full of all these, like 12 clusters, but they're stars gathered in that cluster, like, and then her wand is a globe of the world, which I believe the Pisces constellation, like that sees that underneath that water, like things that you've probably buried. And the Empress card in this Deviant Moon deck, it's like sitting on a checker, like a black and white floor. You'll see it when you look at the Instagram photo. And it's seeing both sides of ourselves, Aries. Seeing that fruitful feminine energy with all the subconscious work happening for everyone. Like the Five of Cups didn't surprise me. The depiction speaks for itself, you'll see. And the Temperance tells me we are going to find the balance by working, which is what Virgo is all about, on the subconscious of the daily routine, like how we talk to ourselves. So that's what I picked up. I know that's a lot. Yeah, that's all I wrote down. So let's get into this. Got this little moonstone sitting. Can't really see it. I don't know. Maybe I'll post that stuff too. But great energy when I was meditating. I felt that that fire, like that I forget I have. So thank you for that, Aries. Let's see what's going to come out for Aries. So Friday the 13th is Pisces full moon for you. It's telling me to split. And then draw off the top. Six of Wands. And I'm going to point the camera down. Ten of Cups. And I was shuffled a lot through these too. I picked two up at the same time. This one was first. The Nine of Cups. The Devil. Four of Swords. I had a feeling that would come out. The Hierophant. That has a lot to do with the things that you find in your going back and forth with Temperance. It has a lot of the same things. And the King of Wands. We're going to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yep, that conflict. That, you know, with the subconscious though, and I really believe that that's the biggest part of everything right now. I'm going to point this camera down. We're going to go in deep with this. Please feel free to comment below, and please hit that like button. It really does start to help, you know, seeing that I am doing something for everybody, that, you know, I love giving. So I'll be right back, Aries. Okay, we're back, Aries. So I'm going to, if you wait to the end with me, I'm going to pull from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card for you. Because, honestly, I think you're doing fantastic. And I want to go more into why. So if it's for me, that's fine. You can enjoy. But we had the Six of Wands come out first. And I think this is what you've done, like, the previous work these past few months. Your desires have been met these past few months. Like the moon is helping you hope for the best no matter what has came up. Because sometimes our desires bring us things like lessons instead of, you know, something that remains. But it's a very cocoon-like energy that you've saw both sides of. That's what this moon's about. The subconscious. Ten of Cups. This could be a good home life, you know, being very content, very happy, being able to provide, emotionally stable. And I think that's more of what it is, you know, exposing the subconscious. I believe it means more of how you have a good connection of self to self. Because the Nine of Cups coming out after you're fully aware that some dreams don't fall in your lap, so you have to take charge for victory and success, which you're good at. So it's, and if you weren't before, you see that you are now. Like, you see what you're capable of. An Aries in a dreamy state is a really beautiful spot to be in. The Devil card comes out. And I think really all this symbols is, in the Rider-Waite deck, the sign of Mercury is in the pit of the stomach. And like I said, I think there is some stuff that's still buried there, but it's nothing that you can't handle unless you resist it. And you can't resist, well, I mean, I guess you can, but when we resist, it just makes it harder, and it just makes it foggier. So we'll see through this, you know, dream state, you know, of all the stuff that we're already over with, the stuff that we did let come out, you know, the past few months. That's why I put this little sacral healing stone there. It's really just, I think it's just that sign of Mercury being buried, the communication, things that need to be said. And they're sitting in the pit of your stomach, and you're seeing them underneath all that water. So wherever you feel that, you know, whenever you start to feel this stuff of the devil energy, which is just trickery of the subconscious, if you don't know, you can just go pray about it or sit with it, because notice how she is in the dirt. She's underneath. And I just keep seeing that there's still dirt, there's still dirt. And like, you know, also said I was picking up on Leo, so there might still be some dirt with the Leo energy in your chart, or, someone that is a Leo. And not necessarily sun either. It could be their moon. But we've had a lot of Mars energy in Leo, and I think you saw a lot of it then, whatever it was, whether it has to do with your subconscious or an actual person, place, or thing. But the Hierophant comes out, and I went to write down stuff on that, and then it was just like, boom, it just came out and says, remember, he wears the triple crown. So she is in the dirt, so get the dirt out so you can get that triple crown, where you will be able to distinguish between what is manifested and what is concealed. And that is the actual meaning of the Hierophant, is what is manifested and what is concealed. And there's that checkered pattern again, just like on the Instagram photo. Like, you got a really good balance going on here. And King of Wands, as long as you stay grateful, and you're going to stay good at it. Like, forgive others by remembering everybody is just simply somebody. It's just these hands holding these wands, they're just people, just like you. And I have Aries in my 3rd house. Like, that's my communication. And I have to watch how I talk to people a lot, especially if I'm struggling. So I usually have to detach and go inside and go get some of that dirt out of what about them am I seeing in myself? And get that, look, even if it's rough, it doesn't matter. Like Pisces full moons, it'll put you in that dream state where you can go in there and it's not about release anymore. This is all about expansion with Jupiter. Because even in conflict, look at the flower in the back. So probably all this is, when I see the moon in this card above it being full, is just you're seeing it tonight. You're connecting with what is the conflict in that dirt that you've buried. Let's do this. Let's do how to be specific when you're speaking with the divine, or whatever you or whoever you call God. I hope it's not whoever, because it can't be human aid, no matter what. That's one of the reasons I don't do love readings, because it's like, I don't know what they got going on. I want to know what you got going on. I don't want to be third party situation. So I think you're done with that too. That's probably why I said that. Somebody needed to hear it. Quiet time came out. I mean, that's just showing that 4 of Swords. That's showing you to take some quiet time alone and rest, meditate, and contemplate. I'm going to read from the book exactly what it means. I mean, if I don't have these memorized. I wish I did. But I skip around too much for all that. So I study constantly. But this is that quiet time. The message is be quiet. But here's where it's great. Here's where it goes with the reading. Breathe and let go of words. Like I said, Mercury being in the pit of the stomach in the Rider-Waite deck of the devil. Like, let go of the words, the worry, and the plans. Go into that space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world doesn't enter. Now's the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions now. Just allow your mind to be at rest. You will know soon enough when it's time to take action. But for now, quiet your mind and rest. I mean, I feel like you learned all that when Mars was in Leo. So, it's like it's something about that chatter, that subconscious, what it does, what we do with both sides of ourself, the black and white. Because here it says, like Sig or Siege, how you pronounce it, but the Gnostic goddess is considered to be the great silence or void from with all creation sprang. She reminds us that words create duality and that in silence we find our true origin and self. Quiet is the omnipresent power that gives birth to wisdom, just as the Gnostics hold that is the mother of Sophia. So this goddess of wisdom, Sig or Siege, teaches that our roots, which this is from an Aries and it involves the root. I forgot that. It just wanted me to point it out. Maybe he's watching. What's up? Anyway, moving on from that one. But they teach us that our roots in the silent void of the universe, and that it's important for us to reconnect with silence regularly. And I think that's why this is like sitting by itself, and I put that sacral chakra on it like before I even realized that Mercury was in the pit in the original deck. I mean, this is really a beautiful reading, Aries, and I'm not shocked. But I think Aries can be conflicting anyway. People see them as conflicting and hard-headed, but at the same time, there's so much fire that it's always going to create like a new bloom. Like up here at the top, you're always going to get something new. And then the fleas come in. That's what it reminds me of. Fleas come in, and sometimes they get somebody on their back, and they come to you, and you celebrate, and you own your emotions with the King of Cups. So there you go, Aries. Thank you so much. Please feel free to comment. Don't forget to check out that Instagram, Hazel's House 8, and hit that like button. Okay? See you soon.